Some people try something, say, for a week or two, and then they decide that it's not working. When real change doesn't just happen in days. For a habit to like stabilize, it can take 66 days, right? And then when we're now talking about deep identity shifts, that can take months or even up to a year. So when someone says that they try something and it doesn't work, what that usually means is that they haven't given it enough time that it needs for for the change to show up yet. So when we think about like how people approach, say, their confidence work or their self-trust or self-liking, maybe they would like um, journal for a week, or they would do a practice for like 10 days, or start showing up differently for a short burst of time. And then they would like check in with self and see, oh, I'm still the same. Of course, you're still the same. You still feel the same because you haven't, your nervous system hasn't had enough time to believe it in this change. So that's going to be the case. This reminds me of when I wanted to work on, like, I was in my shy era and I wanted to start doing some practical things of like complimenting. I thought, okay, the easy way in, like compliment here in London, in a day we can have up to four weather changes, like in a day. So that'll be like a good, conversation starter, or like have like approach, like when you're passing people, like smile and all those things. Okay, I thought, yeah, let's do this, right? And the awkward self, copying it from like someone who is this shy person and not having those kind of like social skills per se and all those things. Obviously, my approach and everything's going to be very awkward, or it's going to be like will be different than someone who is seasoned or someone who's used to the thing, right? So I'm there like, okay, we're going to start this practice and start this thing going. And then I started off with like a smile, and I remember one situation where I was like going past this person, and like, how little my with my awkward self, and like, oh my gosh, even thinking about it right now, and it wasn't like you just like a normal casual smile, and this was like, I might have frightened this person, and it was just kind of like, when someone looks like, is this person Coco? Like, is there something going on? Like, whatever. Because it was that awkward. And then I remember another situation where I wanted to, I was like, okay, I was going to give a compliment, right? And I thought about one, and I think I picked the wrong person. I think they had a bad day that day because I gave the compliment and she just took a second. It felt like forever. She just looked at me, side-eyed me, rolled it, and then kissed her teeth and then walked away. I was like, open up ground, let me go. And it was just an awkward thing. And like having, even trying to have conversation, and then I'm speaking like mumbling, and people are like, huh? And I'm what? Like awkward. And I just thought, look, mate, they ain't working. This is not for us. Like, what am I trying to do here? What is this thing? When actually nothing was wrong because I did, or, when we're doing those things in those short bursts of time or whatever that thing is, it's not that I was failing. It was just my body hadn't learned this this thing yet. Having and giving up or deciding that, okay, now this is not for me, or because it's just the middle. It's the process, right? It's what we get to do to get to that point where it feels natural. It feels like we've got this and that everything is like on par, let's roll. And if I kept checking in, or if someone just keeps checking in all the time, like in between, to figure out, okay, that this thing hasn't worked. What's that doing for us? It's like once that's gonna happen is like we'll just start telling ourselves that, you know what, we don't trust ourselves to, like, or we're not trusting in the process, in the habit, or in the practice, or in the thing that we're trying to develop. We're not trusting in what it is we're doing. If we keep wanting to check in, if we keep wanting to do those things, or it's a case of like we're not even trust that we're going to stay in it because we're questioning it. We're worried about what's going on. We're not, or of the discomfort that is happening when we're in that space. And when we're doing all these things, we're just giving evidence to, our subconscious mind to start looking, telling us and showing us evidence. You see, that person kissed the teeth at you. That person said, no, no, you did that thing. You posted that thing out there and nobody liked it. Nobody commented it. Like, it's just, you spend so much hours figuring out how, learning how to do this thing. And it was like, no, nobody said anything, or nothing happened, or whatever that is, we'll start getting the evidence of, yeah, why this is not. So then what would happen? You just let it go. Oh gosh, this is, and then we'll find the excuse, we'll find the whatever that is happening. My goodness, I have a scratch in my eye. Side note, okay, we're not this, let me just, and it's just watering. And I think I made some food and I think the spice has gone in. So now I have a watery eye and a droopy nose. But we roll, we keep going. So that's what's happening here. If you see the eyes is watering, just the one eye. How weird. I don't know if you can see, you can't see it. But this one's watering, this one's fine. I've got scratch with a spicy. We digress and we roll back in. Our body will start showing us the evidence of like what's going on, why this is not the case, when really we staying the course and then like doing the thing will then help in the belief of self, in the reassurance to the nervous system, in the knowing. So before you give up on the habit, or the practice, or the version of you that it's becoming, before you give up on that, I would love for you to ask yourself the question of, have I actually given this enough time that is required for the change to show up in me? Or is it a case of like being uncomfortable because you haven't seen the results yet? Then here, remember that your voice matters and it's your time to use it. We do this every single day. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.